Okay, let's talk about something that is, without a doubt, one of the most frustrating things in anyone's fitness journey. You've been doing everything right, you're hitting your workouts, you're dialing in your diet, but suddenly, nothing. The scale is stuck, the weights feel heavy, you've hit the dreaded plateau. So we're going to dive into exactly why that happens and, more importantly, how to get you unstuck. This is the big question, isn't it? When you're putting in all that effort and doing the things that used to work, hitting a wall like this can honestly feel like you're failing. But I really need you to hear this next part, because if you take one thing away from our chat today, let it be this. You've got to shift your mindset on this one. A plateau isn't you failing the program. It's your body being so incredibly good at its job that it is successfully adapted to what you're doing. Seriously, your body is an amazing survival machine built for efficiency, and it has just figured out your game plan. So, to outsmart this incredibly adaptable machine of yours, we first have to understand its strategy. See, not all plateaus are created equal. They generally fall into two main categories, and it all depends on what your primary goal is. So on one hand, you've got what we can call the weight loss wall. This is your body playing defense, trying to conserve energy. And on the other hand, there's the muscle gain ceiling. This is your body getting so efficient at your workouts that it just doesn't see a need to build any more muscle. Let's break down that first one. The main culprit here has a fancy name: adaptive thermogenesis. But all it really means is that as you lose weight, your body gets smarter. It literally learns how to operate on fewer calories. It slows down your metabolism to save fuel, and to make matters worse, it cranks up your hunger signals. It's a really powerful survival mechanism. Now, for muscle gain, it's a very similar story. Your muscles just get used to your routine. That workout that felt like a huge challenge 6 weeks ago, well, now it's just Tuesday. And if you're not giving your body a new, compelling reason to grow, a new challenge, it basically says, nah, I'm good, I'm strong enough for this, and it just stops building. Okay, so before we even think about changing a single thing in our diet or training program, we have to run a diagnostic on the system itself. Because let me tell you, if these fundamental things aren't locked in, no fancy trick or advanced strategy is going to work. These three right here are the absolute non-negotiables. Think about it. Not enough sleep and too much stress create the perfect hormonal environment for your body to hold on to fat and burn muscle. Literally the exact opposite of what you want. And hydration? Well, that's way more important than you probably think. Now look at this. This is fascinating. It shows just how directly a simple habit impacts your results. Just being a little bit dehydrated can tank your muscular strength by up to 5.5%. You can't hit new records if you're starting with the parking brake on. That alone could be the entire reason for a training plateau. All right, foundations are solid. Great. Now let's talk nutrition. To smash through that weight loss wall, we've got to get a little more strategic than just eat less. You know, the number one reason for a plateau is usually the simplest. As you lose weight, your body just doesn't need as many calories. That calorie deficit you started with, it might be your maintenance level now. And we also have to be real about calorie creep. You know, those extra little bites and slightly bigger portions that sneak back in. Go back and recalculate for your new weight and track everything precisely for just 1 week. You might be surprised. This number, 30%, is your secret weapon. It's called the thermic effective protein. Your body actually burns almost a third of the calories from protein just in the process of digesting it. So just by upping your protein, you help protect your muscle and you give your metabolism a direct little boost. It's a win-win. Now, if you've already tightened up your calories and you're still stuck, it's time to bring out the advanced tools. And this isn't about cheating. It's about strategically signaling to your body that the famine is over. A quick refeed can boost your workout performance, a longer diet break can help reset those key hormones, and cycling your calories can just make the whole process feel way less restrictive. Okay, let's switch gears and talk about that muscle gain ceiling. If your lifts have stalled out, the answer isn't always just add more weight. The principle of progressive overload is a lot more creative than that. There are a bunch of different tools in the toolbox. Your body got used to one kind of stress, so it's time to give it a new one. Can't add more weight to the bar? Fine, add another set. Or try slowing down the lowering part of the lift to increase the time your muscle is under tension. Shorten your rest times. Heck, even just swapping out an exercise for a different variation can be the exact new stimulus your body needs to start growing again. Now, this one might feel a little weird, a little counterintuitive, but sometimes the absolute best way to move forward is to take a planned step back. A deload week is not a break from progress. It's a crucial part of progress. It lets all that built-up fatigue disappear, allows your body to fully recover and adapt, and sets you up to come back and smash your old records. So we've covered a whole lot of ground here. Let's boil it all down into a super clear step-by-step checklist that you can start using right away. And you've got to follow this in order. Don't skip steps. Start with the foundations: sleep, stress, water. Then get super precise with your nutrition again. After that, change one of those training variables we talked about. And only if you're still stuck after all that should you look at an advanced protocol like a refeed. Then you just monitor, adjust, and make sure you're planning your recovery. It's your roadmap out. So if we can wrap all this up into one big idea, it's this: change how you see the plateau. It's not a wall, it's not a dead end, it's just biofeedback. It's your body giving you a signal that it has adapted and it's ready for you to get a little smarter with your plan. So the real question is, what's your next move going to be?